suppose if I am not sending the answer today, tomorrow you'll get the answer. Because I have to answer many students here because of 12 students are coming into the line, 11th, and from the outside also. I am getting the information. So questions I have to solve it. Daily I have to solve at least 10 to 20 queries. I have to answer it. So you send your queries and always be online. I will send you the answer. Huh? So why you didn't solve that one also? Huh? Okay, that part I don't want to discuss this today. Today we have to, our target is to discuss about the uniform circular motion. We have to discuss the uniform circular motion. What is that uniform circular motion? And everybody is knowing about what is that uniform circular motion. Huh? And in the lower classes, you must be knowing about certain circular motion. What is that circular motion? Anybody can tell me what type of motion is to be told as the circular motion? Anybody can tell me?
Sir, where the magnitude of velocity is same.
Sir, where the velocity is means changing. So direction is constantly changing.
So tangential motion is there.
Sir, magnitude of velocity is same.
Magnitude of velocity is same, or that is the circular motion. Whatever you are telling,
So when a point-set
huh?
object revolves in a circular path uh,
Hmm?
and its velocity changes constantly.
Sir,
Hmm?
when a body moves in a circular path, it is known as circular motion.
That is circular motion. I am talking about the uniform circular motion.
Sir, its direction changes.
Mom
When
movement of body in circular path with constant speed.
so can I?
Movement.
So
Huh?
when a point-sized object covers equal angle in equal intervals of time.
Equal angle and equal interval of time. This time motion is called. मुझे just to tell me that point size object. What does it mean? What does it mean? You just clear it. Huh?
So
Sir, it means
What did it mean?
it does not have any
Hmm?
dimension. It is point size.
पहले first of all, okay,
So
okay.
an object is said to be point-sized if it covers a much larger distance than its own body size.
Hmm. देखो, that here that you will be finding the two terms. One is the circular motion. What is the another is the rotational motion. The difference between two is that whenever suppose the Earth is moving around the Sun or the Earth is moving about its axis, own axis. So it is circular or rotational. Whenever suppose if the Earth is here and rotating about its own axis, Earth is rotating about its own axis like that, and the axis is this one. This is the axis, and it is rotating about its own axis. In this case, what you if you consider the Earth is a extended body, if you consider Earth is the extended body, each particle of the Earth is supposed to be moving in a circular path. Each particle, this particle is suppose this particle is moving along this way on the circular path. Another is also circular path. So all the particles are moving in the circular path. But Earth is moving. Earth itself, the rigid body is moving about an axis, is in rotational motion. If you consider Earth is to be an extended body, it is revolving around the Earth, around the Sun. That will be considered as rotational body. Whenever you consider the body is to be a point mass, and in that case, we tell the circular motion. That is the circular motion. So the important thing is that here, whenever you think for the extended body, that is rotational motion. Whenever you think for a single particle, that is the circular motion. So my point is that circular motion, which type of motion is called the circular motion. So if you suppose what happens here in circular motion, you must have seen, you have drawn the circle also. Suppose this is the particle is moving about like that. This path is called the circular motion, and this is the center. Always take it as the center, and this is the position of the particle. This is the position of the particle, and this is the distance. This is the another position of the particle. There is the distance. Means the body moves, the particle moves in such a way that the distance from a fixed point always remains constant. At every instant, the distance from a fixed point, its position remains constant. So here position A, the distance is r constant. Here the position B, the distance is r constant. So it moves in such a way that the distance from a fixed point always remains constant. This fixed point is called the center. The fixed point is called the center, and that fixed distance is called the radius. Then such type of motion is called the circular motion, and we are taking about the circular motion. Okay. So what will be the uniform, right? The circular motion. The motion of a body, the motion of a particle is said to be a circular motion. The motion of a particle is said to be a circular motion. Circular motion if its distance from a fixed point, if its distance from a fixed point the distance from a fixed point always remains constant. And the fixed point is called circle, and the fixed distance is called radius. So what is that uniform circular motion? If a particle moves along a circular path, what is that uniform? If a particle moves along a circular path, moves along a circular path, if the particle moves along a circular path with a constant speed, if the particle moves along a circular path with constant speed, then its motion is said to be a uniform circular motion. Then its motion is said to be uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion. Then its motion is said to be uniform circular motion. That means whenever it is moving, you just look at here why you are telling it along a circular path with a constant speed. We are talking about the constant speed. So if you consider the position here, means we can talk about it covers the equal distance on the circumference in equal interval of time. That means it covers equal distance on the circumference in equal interval of time. वहीं पे bracket में you can write it here. It covers equal distance.
Sir, please show the full page.
That it covers the equal distance on the circumference in equal interval of time. Clear? The important is that here now, example, if
Yes,
you
sir.
just tell me the example of a short uniform circular motion. I am talking about the uniform circular motion. Matlab, the distance whichever is travel on the circumference will be by equal rate. That means here it travels equal distance in equal interval of time. Equal distance in equal interval of time. Then such type of motion is called the uniform circular motion. And the uniform circular motion is an accelerated motion. If I talk about that, that before that I was telling you the example for the same. What is the example of uniform circular motion? Anybody can tell me the uniform circular motion. The tip of the minute hand, tip of the second hand, because an equal interval of time, the tip, that is the point on the top on the clock will be finding that is second hand or minute hand that is moving always in equal, that you can tell it the uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion. You will be finding simply difference that uniform means always it will be traveling the equal distance on the circumference in equal interval of time. So if I talk about uniform circular motion is a accelerated motion, how many are to be agree with me? Uniform circular motion is an accelerated motion.
Yes, sir.
It is an uniform circular. I'm talking about uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion is an accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. So how many are agreed with me? All are.
So, yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes. So how
Yes,
we
sir.
tell it that the uniform circular motion is accelerated motion. Suppose,
Yes, sir.
so in this circular motion,
Sir,
that what I am telling it. Suppose the object is moving, this is the circular motion, and here you are getting the velocity is 10 meter per second. And here you are getting 10 meter per second. And here you are getting 10 meter per second. And everywhere you are finding the same velocity, same speed. So if at every position the speed is 10 meter per second, how would you tell that the motion is a circular motion? Hey,
So,
sorry, accelerated
because
motion. Because
direction changes
Direction is
continuously.
it's a change in
so
direction.
direction is
The
changing.
direction is changing.
to no doubtly, suppose if I talk 10 meter per second provided, so it is direction is directed along this way. Clear? And here you get the direction different. And here you get the direction different. So if the direction will be changed, magnitude is not changed, will it be considered as the accelerated one?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what are the condition?
Yes, sir.
At what condition we tell the object or the particle is accelerated one? In what are the conditions to say that object is in particle is in accelerated motion?
When the speed is constant and the direction remains changing.
No, this is not the condition. I am not talking about that only the circular motion. For any general cases, if
Sir,
the
either
object
the
is
magnitude or direction is changing.
Magnitude or
Magnitude or
direction will
velocity.
change.
correct,
Or magnitude
uh,
or direction will
if
change.
if that is if the magnitude is changing, direction is constant, we say the object is accelerating. If the magnitude is constant, direction is changing, we say the object is in acceleration. If magnitude and direction both are changing, in that cases also you know that it is accelerating. The important thing is that already till now, whatever the acceleration you have read, that is only by the changing the magnitude. Already in motion in a straight line or in a motion in a plane, we must be finding the magnitude is changing. The speed of the vehicle was 10 meter per second. After 10 seconds, it is attaining the 15 meter per second. Again, it is 20 meter per second, but the object is moving in a straight line. In this case, the magnitude is changing 10, 15, 20, like that. But keeping the direction constant, for that you can know calculation that is A equal to V2 minus V1 upon T. V2 minus V1 upon T, change in velocity by time. already you know it, or acceleration equal to dv by dt. That thing already you know it by changing the magnitude. But here the case, we have to find out, we have to calculate the acceleration when the direction is changing only, but the magnitude remains constant. So that for that we will be calculating here in the uniform circular motion how to calculate the acceleration, centripetal acceleration. What the centripetal acceleration is taking place. I think all of you are finding all these things. Before that, you should be knowing about certain terms connected to the circular motion. And you must be thinking, sir, why you are teaching this circular motion here as it is continuing in the motion in a plane, because of circular motion is actually that is motion in a plane case. It is the case of a plane. We are representing the circle on a plane. We are representing the circle on a plane, that is the motion in a plane cases. Whenever we will be studying the three-dimensional cases, three-dimensional motion, that is the rotational motion, we will be dealing in the next chapter, next to next chapter. So here some terms connected to the circular motion. I would like to tell you some terms. Simply write, what are the terms? One is the angular displacement, angular velocity, time period, frequency, angular acceleration. These terms we have to discuss clearly one by one. The terms are connected to the circular motion. What are the terms here? All of you write the terms connected to the circular motion. The first is the angular displacement. एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट केयरफुली बेटा समझ लेना उसको, नहीं तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगा. एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट, angular displacement. What is that angular displacement? Whenever you talk about the angular displacement, it is the angular displacement. It is the angle swept out by its radius vector. It is the angle swept by its radius vector. Whenever the body is moving in a circular path, so what will be the angular displacement? You just look on here. This is the circle, and this is the center, and this is the radius vector, that is the A to B. If it is coming to A to B, whatever the angle described, this angle is called the
Sir, please show the full page.
just a minute. Clear now?
Yes,
This
sir.
angle is called this angle because in t interval of time, it is traveling the, it is t interval of time. If you talk about the distance displacement, whatever is traveled is called the angular displacement. Angular displacement. This is suppose if you talk about the different ways you can tell it. So from A to B, it is traveling θ1 or θ1, simply delta S you tell it. From A to B in time interval delta t, the particle is moving from A to B. At the same time, the angle whichever is described, that is called the angular displacement, and this distance equal to delta S. You take it from, if the particle moves from A to B, the angle traveled, the angle swept out by the radius vector in a given time interval is called the angular displacement. So angular displacement is defined as the angular displacement. You write the angular displacement. The angular displacement of a particle, the angular displacement of a particle in circular motion is defined as is defined as the angle swept, SWEPT, the angle swept by its radius vector, by its radius vector by its radius vector in given interval of time, in given interval of time, in given interval of time. It is the angle swept by the radius vector. See that a single sentence you can write it also. In circular motion, it is the angle swept by the particle in a particular interval of time. That is the angular displacement. That is the angular displacement. And you know, सीधा select सकते हैं. Delta theta equal to how much it will be? The theta equal to L by R, you know it? Theta
Yes,
equal
sir.
to
Yes,
L
sir.
upon R.
Delta S
So
by
it,
R.
Yes, sir.
Delta theta is equal to delta S by R.
very good. Delta theta equal to delta S by R. Simply you write delta theta equal to delta S upon R. But theta equal to L by R, you can use this word also. Delta theta equal to delta L by R. Huh? Clear? Just I'm removing this one, and this is equal to delta theta equal to delta S upon R. Or you can use the formula that you know it, that is theta equal to L by R formula, arc by theta by upon R. So what will be its unit? And its unit is, what is its units? Radian, huh?
Radian measure.
Yes, that is equal to radian. रेडियन मेजर वर्ड क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं? उसका ऐसा यूनिट इज रेडियन है. इट्स ऐसा यूनिट इज रेडियन. So what will be the direction? Anybody can? I told you that angular displacement. If it is angular displacement, what will be its direction?
The direction of radius.
So radius will be the direction.
Radius will be direction.
Okay.
Radian will be. Hey, this is the this thing. Because up to this everybody is knowing. But if I talk about the
Sir,
हाँ,
sir, if you join a line from B to S, that will be the
what will be the direction? As it is a displacement, if I am talking about the displacement, what will be the direction of the angular displacement? It is
Sir,
very important.
initial to final position.
No. Anybody can tell me? But I am talking about the displacement. यहाँ पर theta बोल रहा हूँ, वहाँ पे displacement बोल रहा हूँ. Theta vector बोल रहा हूँ. So we are representing the vector in this form. That is delta S vector or theta vector equal to, if you are representing S vector equal to del theta cross R हो जाता है. यहाँ S equal actually representing ऐसे करते हैं. Delta S vector equal to delta theta vector cross R vector. We are representing in vector form. Delta S vector equal to delta theta cross R vector in this manner. समझ में आ रहा है? This is equal to so what will be the direction of that angular displacement? Anybody? Actually, देखो this is क्या था? Delta theta vector and R vector. So this is the and delta S vector. Delta S vector along this direction. This point where you can get the delta S vector and R vector along this direction. So delta theta or delta R, delta theta delta R जिस प्लेन में रहेंगे उसी प्लेन के साथ डेल्टा एस वेक्टर परपेंडिकुलर होना चाहिए. So how it is becoming is just if you want to get more idea about that one. Suppose R वेक्टर इस तरफ है, R तरफ ही, and यहाँ पर तुम्हारा जो ये वेक्टर है, which one? That is the delta theta वेक्टर. वो डेल्टा थीटा वेक्टर इस तरफ है. देखो, just you must have seen my pen here also. This is the delta theta vector. This is the delta theta vector. This is the delta R vector, and the direction of delta S will be along this way. The direction of delta S will be along way. Means this is the R vector. This is the delta S vector, and delta theta will be along the axis perpendicular to the plane. ये होता है direction of the angular displacement. So the direction of angular displacement is along the radius, along the axis of rotation. The simple लिखो, the direction of the angular displacement, the direction of angular displacement, the direction of angular displacement is along the direction of displacement is along the axis of rotation, or perpendicular to the plane, perpendicular to the along the perpendicular to the plane of motion of the particle. This is the plane of motion of the particle, उसके साथ perpendicular होता है. You must be thinking, sir, what is
Sir,
that
I have a
angle?
doubt.
What doubt?
Sir, the perpendicular will be above or below the plane?
That will be decided according to the cross product. That will be decided according to the cross product. If delta theta is a vertical direction, if r is that depends upon the motion. Delta theta cross r. If the moving one is moving along this way, perpendicular. If it is moving in opposite direction, downward. You understand?
Okay,
because you
sir.
know that because the direction according to the cross product will be different. Now, my physical concept is that how to identify that delta theta vector. Suppose you have seen a screwdriver. Screw whenever it is moving, whenever you are rotating the screw on the thread के अंदर जब स्क्रू को हम रोटेट करते हैं, देखोगे तुम लोग, वो स्क्रू धीरे धीरे करके ऊपर आता है ना क्या? स्क्रू ऐसे धीरे धीरे करके ऊपर आता है,
Yes,
नहीं तो
sir.
नीचे जब टाइट करोगे नीचे जाता है.
Yes, sir.
So that is the direction of the displacement, angular displacement. Because it is a vector, it must have the direction. So this is the direction is along the. Simply I told you that along the axis of rotation, and that will be decided according to the cross product. And this delta S vector equal delta 3 cross R vector. This is the
Sir, can
angular
you
displacement.
repeat the definition?
What तो तू क्या कर रहा था? सो रहा था क्या अभी? It is the angle swept by the radius vector. It is the angular displacement. It is the angle swept by the radius vector.
Sir, not that one, the direction of angular displacement.
Direction of angular displacement. Direction simple. It is not the definition. In which direction the angular displacement will be there? As it is a vector quantity, we are representing the vector, है ना? We are using the word displacement. If you are using the word displacement, it is a vector or not? Vector है. तो वेक्टर है मतलब हम पहले से जानते हैं जो एंगल होता है हमेशा स्केलर होता है ना, थीटा हैज नो डायरेक्शन. तो ये रोटेशनल मोशन में सर्कुलर मोशन में थीटा का डायरेक्शन कहां से आ गया, क्वेश्चन आ जाता है ऐसे. सो दैट डायरेक्शन विल बी along the axis of rotation. Along what direction? This is the axis of rotation. This is the axis of rotation. Angular displacement is along the axis of rotation, or you can tell it as the perpendicular to the plane of motion. If the motion is here in this way, it is moving, the angular displacement will be perpendicular in this direction. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Another is the angular velocity. What is that angular velocity? You tell me angular velocity. You're right. Angular velocity. We are talking about the angular velocity. Number 2 is the angular velocity. Angular velocity. And we are representing this angular velocity as omega and arrow mark. You must be knowing. I am writing the arrow mark, vector mark, means it is also a vector. That is the angular velocity. What is that angular velocity? It is the time rate of change of angular displacement. It is the, simply write, it is the time rate of change of angular displacement. It is the time rate of change of It is the time rate of change of angular it is the time rate of change of angular displacement. It is the time rate of change of angular displacement. It is the time rate of change of angular displacement. Clear? So what will be the simply you can write it? What is that angular displacement? You can write omega equal to the average angular velocity, instantaneous angular velocity. In that manner, you must be knowing the average angular velocity. Just on the other page, I am explaining the average angular velocity. What is the average? By omega average, I am writing directly. Omega average equal to average angular velocity equal to angular displacement delta theta upon delta d. Means if it travels delta theta, angular displacement is delta t times, so that is omega equal to delta theta by delta t. Or if you talking about the instantaneous one, the omega equal to limit of delta t tends to 0, that is delta theta upon delta t, and that you can tell it as the d theta by dt. d theta by dt is the angular velocity. तो उसका यूनिट व्हाट विल बी द यूनिट? उसका यूनिट होगा रेडियन पर सेकेंड. द यूनिट इज रेडियन पर second. This is the angular velocity. Clear? So how to find out that angular velocity?
Yes, sir.
Angular velocity. This is a simple change, but you have to find out the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. How it is related? Relation between ओमेगा एंड v. ये दोनों बीच में रिलेशन क्या है? रिलेशन बिटवीन एंगुलर वेलोसिटी एंड लिनियर वेलोसिटी. We have the different method you can find out. How it they go? Because circle is moving like that in this manner. The particle is moving in a circular path. This is the center, and here the particle it has the linear velocities along this way. The linear velocity is always along this way. So how this linear velocity is related to the angular velocity? How this linear velocity is related to the angular velocity? In this manner. How the linear velocity is related to the angular velocity? You know, different way you can do it. If it is delta theta, if you are using delta theta, and you know that is delta theta equal to how much? Delta theta equal to delta s upon what is the r, na?
R.
Delta r. Delta theta equal to delta s upon r. If you divide delta theta by delta theta by delta t, I am dividing. So it will be equal to 1 by r delta s upon delta t. S or no? I am dividing delta theta by delta r. Delta theta by delta t
Yes,
equal to
sir.
1 by r delta. This is no
Yes,
problem. And second, you can take it. If you take the limit, if I am taking the limit, what will be the limit? The limit of delta theta by delta t tends to 0. This will be equal to 1 by r limit of delta s upon delta t. Any problem? No problem. Because delta theta by delta t limit of delta t tends to 0. अभी हम लोग किया d theta by dt. That can be written as the d theta by dt. ठीक है ना? So this is equal to d theta upon dt, and this is equal to 1 by r into what is delta? Delta t tends to 0. What is the limit of delta s by delta t? That is the 1 by r ds by dt. And you take the next step, or what is d theta by dt? That is the angular velocity omega. And this is equal to 1 by r into ds by dt, displacement by time, that is the linear velocity v, or v equal to how much you are finding? R omega. V equal to R omega. This is the relation between linear velocity, angular velocity. This is the linear velocity, angular velocity. और तुम दूसरी वे में करना चाह रहे भी हो सकता है. देखो कैसे मैं दूसरी वे में कर रहा हूं, इन कुछ डिफरेंट वे, another way, alternative way. Suppose the particle is moving in a complete circle. Complete circle, complete. एक बार complete round मार ले, what will be the angle formed at the center? 2 pi radian. So what will be the angular velocity? The angular velocity you are finding 2 pi radian upon t, capital T, because in capital T time the particle completes a rotation, that is 2 pi angle is traveled. So omega equal to 2 pi by t. So what will be the v linear velocity? In a complete rotation, the total distance travel equal to 2 pi r, circumference and time taken equal to capital T. Clear enough? So v equal to 2 pi by t, that is 2 pi by t, that is 2 pi upon t, whole multiplied with r. So what is 2 pi by t? That is omega. Omega into r. So v equal to r omega. So you are finding v equal to r omega. V equal to r omega, you get it? V equal to r omega by omega r. ये important नहीं है. Important, what is that important? The important is that how we can relate the linear velocity and angular velocity in terms of the vector. In vectorially, it will be represented. How the vectorial you can represent it? The vectorially, in vector form, it is represented as, that is v vector equal to omega vector cross r vector. It is important. How? This part you should understand it. Suppose this is the circular motion. What is the direction of the angular velocity? जिस डायरेक्शन में एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट है उसी डायरेक्शन में एंगुलर वेलोसिटी है. मतलब द डायरेक्शन ऑफ एंगुलर वेलोसिटी इज along the axis of rotation, along the axis of rotation on that perpendicular line. So here, suppose if you talk about what is the, listen, this is the r vector and what will be the v vector, the omega vector. Omega is along this way. All of you find it. Omega is along this way. My pen you must have seen. Omega is along this way, and r is along this way. So omega cross r. What will be the direction of omega cross r? Because this is the r. You are finding this is the r vector. This is the omega vector. So in which direction the v will be there? Perpendicular to this one. That is why the v is along this way. ये v है, ये v वेक्टर, ये r वेक्टर, ये हो गया तुम्हारा ओमेगा वेक्टर. समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? तो ओमेगा इसी डायरेक्शन होगा. तो रिलेशन इक्वल टू v इक्वल टू ओमेगा क्रॉस r वेक्टर. ओमेगा और r जिस प्लेन में रहेंगे उसी प्लेन के साथ v वेक्टर विल बी परपेंडिकुलर. So we are telling that linear velocity is equal to r omega. If the question will be coming, if wheel is rotating in such a way that at what condition the angular velocity must be equal to the linear velocity. Magnitude of angular velocity must be equal to the linear velocity. कौन सा condition में linear velocity का magnitude and angular velocity का magnitude same होगा? Whenever r equal to 1. Whenever r equal to 1 unit, the linear velocity will be equal to the angular velocity. So at that condition, you get it. This is all about your angular velocity. It is the angle subtended, it is angular velocity equal to time, it is the time rate of change of angular displacement. Similarly, you write it angular acceleration. You can write angular acceleration. Angular acceleration is the, you write angular acceleration, it is the time rate of change of angular velocity. It is the time rate of change of angular velocity. All of you write? It is the time rate of change of angular acceleration. I am talking about the angular acceleration. Angular acceleration को हम represent करके alpha से represent करते हैं. All of you write, it is the time rate of change of angular velocity. It is the time rate of change of angular velocity, and alpha average equal to delta omega, change in angular velocity by delta t. And if you talk about the instantaneous, alpha instantaneous, that is equal to limit of delta t tends to 0 and delta omega upon delta t, and this is equal to, that is equal to d omega by dt, d omega by dt. तो उनका यूनिट क्या हो गया, उसका ऐसा यूनिट हो गया तुम्हारा, सो रेडियन पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, रेडियन पर second square. And you can we can find the, you can relate also in the same manner. Suppose v equal to r omega, you know it, differentiate it, differentiating both sides, differentiating both sides. If you differentiate both sides, so dv by dt equal to r into d omega by dt, d omega by dt, dv by dt equal to acceleration, linear acceleration, that is r into angular acceleration. So a equal to r alpha. This relation you remember, a equal to r alpha, and in vectorial you are representing a equal to, and vectorial you are representing a vector equal to, that is what will be the alpha vector cross r vector, alpha vector cross r vector, and the direction of the angular acceleration is along the axis of rotation on the same way. You know that is a equal to alpha cross r vector, and v equal to that is omega cross r vector, and that is s equal to, that is theta cross r vector. Everywhere you are finding this formula, three formulas.
Sir, here
Okay.
A represents the acceleration in linear.
Linear acceleration, linear acceleration. A represents the linear acceleration. Okay. A represents the linear acceleration. I think all of you are clear on this point.
Yes, sir.
If nobody is in
Yes.
doubt, I think,
Yes, sir.
and we'll be getting more and more about that angular velocity, angular acceleration. Or you can also, you must be knowing about the time period, frequency. You know it is the time taken by the particle to complete one revolution, and frequency. It is the frequency of an object in circular motion is defined as the number of revolutions completed per unit time. Frequency is the number of vibrations, number of revolution per second. Time period is the time taken by the particle to complete one circular motion. That is called the time period. These two terms you must be knowing: time period. Another is the time period equal to your t, and unit is second, and frequency equal to f equal to 1 by t, and unit is second inverse or revolution per second. You can use this word. Okay. And time period and frequency, you must be knowing this thing. Or if you will be in doubt also, in the next class, whenever I will discuss the centripetal acceleration, it is very important. Normally it comes in the examination. Centripetal acceleration, in the next classes we will discuss it. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll be just all of you switch off.